I'm here with the CMC and Lance Corporal Alex Walker and Gavin McCoon. So how would you guys like to introduce yourself?
Good afternoon. This is Lance Corporal Walker. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity. CMC, we appreciate you having here, and we're excited to talk a little bit about FAST year.
Pretty much going to say the same thing. Thank you for having us. Never been on the radio before.
All right. Well, it's nice to be back here. It's my second time here, but first as the seating in CMC for the base. So thank you for having us. What are you looking forward to this holiday season?
So this holiday season, I'm actually planning for Thanksgiving. I'll be heading up to Madrid with some friends. And then for Christmas and New Year, I'll mostly be spent with the platoon. So it should be a good time.
Pretty much the same thing. I don't have any plans really to go anywhere for Thanksgiving, but we have like 2 potlucks going on this week, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then Christmas, I hopefully be able to go up to Barcelona.
Well, that's awesome. So aside from the Marine Corps ball, have you attended any recent birthday balls this last few months?
I have not. No, I haven't CMC. Only the Marine Corps ball.
Hey, I was there with Skipper, right? We had a great time, and you guys definitely maintained that expectation, right? It was fun seeing everybody and then breaking bread and celebrating the Marine Corps ball with all of you, right? So that's really important. Now, I can tell you that this Thanksgiving, in the next few days, I'm going to take my family to Cologne, Germany, right? So that's going to be the first time we're going to Cologne, Germany, and then celebrate my kid's birthday. Her birthday is 28th, so we got to make sure that we take care of our oldest. So that's kind of like tradition.
Oh, for me, I'm actually going to be going to Ibiza for the 4-day. So
Okay.
I'm excited for that. So we'll come back after Lose Control by Teddy Swims. All right, and we are back with the CMC, Alvarado.
All right. Hey, nice to be back here again. So let's go back with our 2 Marines that I have in front of me. All right, so tell us more about you, Corporal.
We're both part of the Marine Corps Security Force Regiment, and we're within the Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team, or FAST for short. And more specifically, we're part of Bravo Company, and then we're the 2nd Platoon, based out of Yorktown, Virginia, and we are currently deployed to Rota, Spain as one of the rotating platoons aboard FAST year.
So what is your MOS?
So our primary field of craft is 0311, which are infantry riflemen. However, for 2 to 3 years, depending on your contract, we are attached to FAST from the Security Forces Regiment. And we basically just spend that time here until we get ready to go back to the fleet and join the rest of the units.
Okay. So what made you join the Marine Corps?
So I spent a lot of time around Marines growing up. My dad worked for the State Department, and within every embassy that I lived around, there was always a detachment of Marines. And I just really admired their sense of camaraderie, how they look out for each other, and then also their level of professionalism. Both my dad and my grandpa were in the Navy, and I didn't really want to do anything. There wasn't really any jobs in the Navy that I saw that fitted what I wanted to do, per se, and I thought the Marine Corps would be a good fit for me.
Similar background, minus the living overseas part. I come from a family of Marines, not all the way back to Tun Tavern, but pretty far back. My dad was also in the infantry, so I kind of grew up around that mindset of, my dad was always telling me that Marines are the best, you got to be the best, and this and that, and been on a few bases, saw the different energy that each branch gave off, and I just kind of felt more pulled to the Marine Corps because of the camaraderie and the energy and the confidence and the passion for what they do. And
So that's great to hear, right? So now, what do you love most about being a Marine?
One of the things I love the most about being a Marine is the friendships and the people that I've met all the way from recruit training up until my current unit. So I have friends from boot camp that I still talk to, from infantry training, and then friends up to this point in my unit. I really like a lot of the training we do. I'm a big fan of the field, the weapon systems we get to use, just the adrenaline and honestly the fun that comes with some of it. I really enjoy.
Again, grew up around it. I've always loved the Marine Corps. The brotherhood, I'd say, was one of the biggest things that drew me to it. Met a lot of people in my life, but some of the best people I've ever met was in the Marine Corps, dating from boot camp all the way up to this point.
Well, I joined the Navy because I needed a lot of financial stability and I wanted to travel. And luckily, my first orders were to Spain. So
Wow.
I've been all over Europe so far.
So same thing, travel and see the world. For me as CMC, 25 plus years. And I believe that just counting the years I've spent overseas, I think it's a total of 17 years out of the 25 plus.
Okay.
So I love overseas. Stateside, it's always going to be there. You can always travel there when you retire.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say to see the world and experience the culture. Now we're in Rota, Spain, so
Yes.
we're going to take advantage of that. So now, for the FASTEUR mission, talk to us about your specific mission for FASTEUR. What is the mission, vision, and purpose of our FASTEUR det in Rota, Spain?
The mission of our specific platoon is providing quick response forces for strategic weapons like nuclear subs, things like that, as well as providing other response forces for other U.S. facilities and State Department compounds that may experience any security issues.
Okay, so are you part of the rotating platoon or actually stationed in Rota, or how long do they last?
So yes, we're part of the rotating platoon. Typically a deployment lasts about 6 months with the possibility of an extension.
Okay, so what's the best part of being stationed with FASTEUR det Rota?
For me, the best part is definitely being in Rota, Spain. We've been here for a while now, and I've really enjoyed the opportunities that I've had off work and on work to travel. Just off work, for a long weekend, or I've had the chances to go to Sevilla, and I plan to go to Madrid soon, hopefully Barcelona. So just the chance to get to see Spain has been really awesome for me.
So there's a lot of places that we can go with FAST, whether it's Japan or Bahrain or Spain. And I think we got really lucky coming to Spain because it's when we're working, but when we're not working, it's kind of an opportunity to experience the culture and the people and the environments. And again, like Lance Corporal Walker was saying, to travel. What I like about from the working capacity is being able to work with partner nations and get additional training outside of just the Marine Corps, from other people's perspectives on how things can be done.
Well, we will have a short song break, but after that, we'll be back with the CMC. Once again, I am Seaman Hepburn, and we are back with the CMC's favorite segment, Take 5. CMC Alvarado, take it away.
All right, good afternoon, Team Rota. CMC Alvarado here once again. So Take 5 is a tradition we do on this show to get to know you better. So here are the 5 questions. Are you ready?
Ready, CMC?
All right. So tell us one thing that surprised people about your job.
One thing that surprises a lot of people back home when I tell them about my MOS is the weapon systems that we use, and then also being in the field, talking to my civilian friends. It's hard for them to grasp not showering and sleeping outside for extended periods of time.
So how about you?
I'd probably have to say having dual MOSs, that throws people off a lot. A lot of people just think that it's just security force and that's what you are the whole time. But fortunately, that's not the case. We're also infantrymen, and we will have other opportunities after we're done where we're currently at.
Okay, so I'm assuming for the second question that this is your first duty station?
Correct, CMC.
All right, so we're going to improvise the second question. Where do you want to get stationed next?
I really like the sounds of Japan. I have friends that are there and have gotten out of the Marine Corps that have been to Japan, and just the stories that I hear about it, it sounds like a fun place. So it's definitely somewhere I want to check out.
To be honest, a lot of people think I'm crazy for this one. I kind of want to go to Bahrain next. I feel like there are different opportunities there. I don't necessarily think it would be fun in terms of the weather, but I hear they get a lot of missions and things like that to do their job a little bit more. But
So I've been on both places. Japan, my first 3 ships. Sasebo, Japan, and Yokosuka. And I can tell, I've been to Okinawa too. So I can tell you that the culture is different, very safe for, especially if you have kids. So same thing in Bahrain, yes, weather, but I would say the culture is different as well, right? So you gotta enjoy the best you can wherever you're at. So third question for me, what is one dish you cannot live without?
So this one's kind of it's a local place actually that I found out here. If you go out of the gate at the roundabout where I think it's a Harrier, where the jump jet is, if you go out that gate, there's a place there. It's called Star Kebab. Really nice people, really good food. The number 42 there, it's a shawarma with potatoes wrapped inside of it. I've kind of been living, not that the chow hall's not good here, but every now and then I like to supplement the chow hall with one of a number 42 from Star Kebab.
That's good. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I don't know if this is just in general or if you mean here in Spain. I don't really have like a number one dish necessarily here. I haven't tried too many things that were, I guess you say, different. But back in my hometown in San Jacinto, California, there's this like burger joint. It's called Tommy's. Tremendous burgers and fries. Absolutely delicious.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I just wrote down, show you.
That's crazy. Red is my favorite.
All right. What I wrote down was crayon. It was a joke. Right?
Red is superior.
All right. So fourth question is, what is a random fact about yourself, Lance Corporal Walker?
So kind of random fact, prior to joining the Marine Corps, I lived in Vietnam for 2 years as a civilian.
Before I joined the Marine Corps, I was like a motivational speaker in a way.
Wow.
I have like cool pictures. You can't show that on the radio, but I could show you later, CMC, but not many people know that.
Okay, that's good stuff. All right, so what is your current favorite song?
So my current favorite song, it's called Barbra Streisand by Duck Sauce.
Pretty much anything that's elevation worship. Right now, I'd probably say Come to the Altar. It's probably one of my favorite.
Okay, over to you.
At the moment, I did listen to GNX that came over the weekend, Kendrick Lamar. My favorite song on the album is Luther, and then like Dodger Blue is like right after that, but it's a solid album.
Okay, so what can we play after this?
We will play Kiss Me More by Doja Cat and SZA.
There you go. Take it away.
Once again, I am Seaman Hepburn, back with CMC Alvarado. And how would you like to have your Marines elaborate on FASTEUR?
So I'm going to ask this one more time before I go to my installation update. What else can you tell us about FASTEUR?
So CMC, there's a few things that we can mention. So one of them is, aside from being a quick reaction force, we also spend a good amount of time working with our host nation, so Spain. There's a few different Spanish units that we've trained with. We share tactics, we share methodology, we show them our weapon systems, they show us ours. We, share MREs, and we spend time talking together. Anything you want to add to that? No day is the same. A lot of people say that, but no day is the same. Like 2 hours ago, we were rappelling off the tower, and now we're sitting in here talking on the radio. Being able to just have many opportunities, and it's never repetitive. It's like always something new, or kind of building on what we already know to further advance our knowledge. Something to add to that. So whenever we're not whenever we have, kind of, we call it white space or time where we can fill it with our own training. We'll, a lot of our squad leaders, for example, they come from different units. So we have a machine gunner who will walk us through machine guns and how to employ machine guns more effectively. We have different kind of rocket systems that we'll go over, and we call them rocket battle drills. Sometimes we'll go to ranges and we'll do short base shoots. So kind of just getting our hands on our weapon systems, being more comfortable with them. Other times we'll have classroom time where we'll be sitting in a class, kind of going over things that apply to our job that we might not necessarily be dealing with day to day here, but when we transition out of FAST back to a larger unit in the States.
Great to hear. So here's some installation update. So coming up, it's Thanksgiving meal. So 28th November, join us for a special meal at the galley. E1 to E4 is $8.45. Standard is $11.40. And then this is open to all military active duty and their family members, dining between 1,100 to 1,400, and all civilian, DoD ID holders, card holders, and retirees at 1,400. And then the local national civilians currently working on base will start at 15:30. So again, thank you for being on the show. Thanks for being on the show today, Lance Corporal Walker and Lance Corporal McCune. And any departing words?
I just want to thank you for having us on today, CMC. It was an honor to meet all of you guys and the crew. And thank you.
I enjoyed having all of you as well. And I mean, it was nice finally meeting CMC Alvarado, and I didn't, this is my first time actually meeting the Marines here, so it was a good interaction.
Thank you, Team Rota. CMC Alvarado here, and the team out.
Alrighty. Here is Boom Clap by Charlie XCX.
All right. Congratulations for surviving.
We survived.
Right? Now I'm gonna wait for the ICE complaint and comments on all the stuff we said. Right?
There's like 7 OPSEC violations.
The color is blue, actually.
You cannot say crayon. Oh man, I'll be in trouble with this shit. But I got his permission, so we're good.
Thank you guys so much.
I mean, everyone says it.
I know.
I get more sarcastic.